That's it, ladies and gentlemen. 25k in the baggie. Who let the dogs out? When I woke up this morning, I thought, how can I make today even better than just going for my run? Well, just hit the pedal, baby. Come run Great Ocean Road. Walk with me today. Just signed up for the Kosciuszko UTMB 100k. Fuck this.
You want to talk to the people?
What up, gang? Welcome to vlog number 2 of my ultramarathon series, training for the Nullarbor. And in this week's video, I'm going to be covering a few awesome locations. Great Ocean Road, the Grampians, an epic little spot in Trentham down to Blackwood, and some cool trails through there, and a few laughs and a couple of interesting revelations or realizations that I had whilst on the trail. One in regards to the power of micro goals and how they can help you feel more accomplished on the way to your bigger goals and your bigger journey. And some 3 rules of success that I heard from Conor McGregor. So I'll swindle them through the video, but I hope you like it. And if you do, like, subscribe, follow, and there's a little bell button. Hit the notification so you know every time this ugly mug is on the YouTube video screen for you, live and direct. Cut. What else is hectic is how good running is. Yeah. 2 hours, 33 minutes, run time 2:20, walk time 8. So there's a fair bit of climbing there. Average heart rate 153, 2,000 calories, cadence 163, yeah, 560 meters of elevation. So I thought it was about 400. I'm actually really happy with that performance, and most importantly for me, because I got another 2.5 hour session tomorrow, training for this Nullarbor run is the back-to-back efforts. So finishing there really strong. You know, my final splits were around like 450 to 5 minute kilometers, single lane trail. So it's not even on the road, but and I feel fresh, like I'm already feeling rejuvenated. So really happy with that effort, really feeling quite strong on the back of that, which is just giving me extra confidence going into these future sessions, particularly with what I'm training for. Fueled really well today as well. Had 3 scoops of the Hyperlight Liquid Performance, 4 standard precision fuel and hydration gels, and 1 with caffeine. My massage that I got yesterday, Trav, the magician, he really manipulates the tendons, the ligaments, the muscles to all get it aligned and in symmetry. And the odd thing about that is that my body's not used to being in that alignment. So as much as it feels phenomenal, there's a weeding out process for me to actually get used to running that way, which is obviously the right way to run. And I can feel it because towards the end of that run, it was like the muscles had settled into their spot. I'd settled into how they felt, and it was like I could just open up and run really freely. So that was fantastic. Hey gang, what's up, man? Hard down the office or what? Nah, about halfway into this 25k run. I mean, well, it's 2.5 hours. I reckon I'll get a little bit further than 25 because I'm feeling freaky. But what's today? Have a look at this trail actually. It's pretty sick. Out in the sticks here, country Victoria. It's old logging forest. It's like, you probably can't see it, but because of that fog, it's actually like, the air's like wet. So I'm getting wet, baby. Anyway, just chucked on some John Summit, Dom Dollar, Everything Always. And there's this song I'll put in the comments below. It's called Gas Pedal. It's actually John Summit and Subtronics remix. But that thing comes on, and it's like, just hit the pedal, baby. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to tell you about. If you haven't listened to that song, you probably should. If you're chasing a PR, you definitely need to. Anyway, we're out here. There really is only a couple of things you need to get successful in whatever field. 1, work ethic. There's just no substitution. You gotta work your ass off. 2, belief. belief in your ability, belief in that you're getting better every day. And 3, support or accountability, whichever word you want to use. People around you that are going to encourage you, hold you, carry you, and fucking kick you up the arse to make sure you get the hell where you want to go, baby. That's right. And then you got to have a lot of fun too. Little bonus one. Boop, boop. Yo. Another 25K in the bank. Actually, it was 26.5 today. And it was less time. About 70 meters less of elevation, but I think it's about an extra 150 descent. So a lot of extra load on the quadricepticals. And, well, let me tell you this. I think I had a better run yesterday, physically, mentally. I love it, eh? I got towards the end there, this magical number on my watch was 5:40 average pace, and I got down to there about 90 minutes in. I had some really good flattish downhill trail, and then I got it sort of crept up to 5:43, and I just was looking at it thinking, nah, that's just not right. About 4Ks to go, there was like a bit of a downward section. I didn't know how long it was down for, but I was just like, if I just work my ass off in this section, there's a good chance I can run like a mad split on this and get to that 5:40 average pace. And I did. I think I ran like a 4:38 or something. and then I come up, and then I went through this little valley, made a wrong turn, backtracked, got back onto the track, and then lo and behold, it's like a fucking 500 meter climb, and I'm like, you're joking. I was like looking at this number, watching my heart rate climb. I was jogging it, and then I started walking it, and it went to 541, and I was like, there's no way. And just as I come into like the last section, it was just like all downhill on bitumen. And I was hell for leather, eh? I was just like, if I come unstuck here, I'm gonna eat shit. But we got it done. It clicked down to 5:40, and then I just ran some circles around here for like 90 seconds just to wind down the clock. But I obviously couldn't just like pitter patter, because I didn't want it to jump up to 5:41. So the little games you play with yourself to, I don't know, keep your mind distracted, keep the energy pumping, keep the mindset ticking, and just those micro goals, right? Like, you used to do a lot of coaching with businesses and teams, and they'd have these big, hairy, audacious goals, these big long-term projections and targets and KPIs, and it was like, too often there was no micro celebrations, no micro goals that kept the energy going in those moments. If I didn't, for example, like that 5:40 thing, although I made it up, had I not made that up, I could have just strolled through those last 5Ks, and 4:43 could have gone to a 4:45, 46. And maybe it wouldn't have mattered, but I know I feel way better about myself, way better about that run, especially finishing with that extra push. It wasn't out of the scope of the run, but it was just that extra push. And it gave me that little extra celebration within the pursuit of the bigger goal, which is, the events that I'm training for. So I think if like maybe you're in your world, in your life, your career, your fitness journey, and you're thinking like, oh, it's just the goal's so far away, it's so big. Just ask yourself, how can I break this down into smaller micro goals, micro milestones, if you like, that are going to help me and help you have an opportunity to celebrate and pat yourself on the back and be pumped because you're making progress towards it. And yeah, of course, there'll be days where you don't get there. There'll be multiple days where you don't hit that micro goal. I've had plenty of sessions where I haven't been able to get that pace back under. And that's life. But I think a big part of it is of life and having a great life and feeling fulfilled and joyous is taking those opportunities in your day, in your career, in your week, whatever time frame you want to look at, and having those micro goals, those little things, those little successes that make the journey fucking worth it. They make it fun, they make it enjoyable, they make you believe that you're actually making some sick progress. Because that 5:40 pace, that makes me feel like I'm making some sick progress, because a couple of weeks ago, I was running that same pace on flat ground for this same duration, and I felt more fucked. So throw in, 500 meters of elevation, 650 meters of descent, and I'm on the trails, which is, you gotta, jump and chip and chop around all the rocks. Gives me a lot of confidence, and it's something for me to celebrate. Is that milestone is like, boom, I'm making progress. We're getting closer to the big goal. We're having fun. We're feeling freaky. You know what? That's what I want you to feel like. I want you to feel freaky. So get out there, wet your hair, and have a fucking sick day. Yoo! Yeah, it's a good one. Get micro goals. Celebrate the shit out of them. Come run Great Ocean Road. Walk with me today. Big dogs out here, Great Ocean Road. That is the Bass Strait. It's a brutal bit of water, let me tell you. I've conquered it, and I don't want to do it again. But I'm on the land today, which is gonna be fun. Say less. You can hear it, you can feel it, you can taste it. That's right. It's the ocean. Oh, fucking give it to me, baby. Oh, yeah. When I woke up this morning, I thought, how can I make today even better than just going for my run? Well, the answer is in the screen. Yo, what's up, baby? Been running on the beach for about 2 kilometers. Oh, yeah. Woohoo! Vibes are pumping. Just signed up for the Kosciuszko UTMB 100K. It's actually my first UTMB event, so I'm really pumped. Late November, so it'll be maybe getting warmer, but last year there was definitely still snow on the track, so that's going to be epic. Best mate Berkey's doing it with us, so yeah, keen to rip into that for the back end of the year and hit some PBs on the 100K track. Let's go! All right, going for a 3.5 hour run today. Should be nice, but we will see. And at this point, I'm telling Indy that I'm going to push a little bit harder today. See if I can't blow up or something. Anyway,
Love you.
Indy says she loves me, so that should get me through. And off I go. Yep, the climate's fucked already. Check these stats out, like 10 minutes in. So it's already been 220 meters of climbing in fuck all. Whew. More to go. The rocks and the views are pretty epic though, well, at least I think they make the climb worth it. Check them out. Ooh. How good's that? Anyway, come with me through this little jingle bit here. Check out the view, ladies and gentlemen. Say less. Woohoo! And this one, wait till I turn around. I loved this view. It was epic. Wow. Anyway, I don't quite nail this recording, but wanted to put it in just in case so you can tell how stoked I am with the trails. Doing my best to bring them to you while still enjoying them, and honestly just didn't want to roll my ankle this time. And right after this kind of went downhill, literally. This is where it got tough. The running on soft sand, and I mean I was pushing pretty hard. I was cruising at like 5-minute pace, and the road, that was a blessing, but it didn't last long, about 10 minutes actually. and, well, back to the sand. By this point, I'd like run out of gels, run out of fuel, thought I'd pretty much run out of water. The sun was absolutely pumping. The last 8 kilometers was so rough. Fuck this. This is fucking hard.
Do you want to talk to the people?
This is when I just finished. Indy was a bit concerned. I thought running was meant to be fun, but I probably just needed some food. Lesson learned today was make sure that I fuel properly. And that doesn't mean just prior and just after. It means during. Anyway, some of the stats from today's session. Ended up going 4.5 hours purely because that last 8Ks was just so brutal. There's about 1,100 meters of climbing. The heart rate was like so hard to contain today. It's averaged out to be about 157, I think. And there was like 2 hours of soft sand. So, yeah, it was pretty brutal.
But yeah, like I say, the earth doesn't care about you.
What do you mean?
Well, it just is ruthless. You'd be out there be like, I'm gonna dominate it. And it's just like, whatever, bitch. Prove it.
How are you feeling?
Great. I had to eat some good pizza. How much salt I lost. I think that was why I was so depleted. All through here. I come out a path here. I had to go this way, but it made me run like 500 meters that way. I don't know. I don't really like that. I should have stopped at 3.5 hours, like the boss said. But I didn't want to be a little bitch to myself.
What's the outcome?
Of what? Not being a bitch?
Well, were you being a little bitch, or should have you done what you were supposed to do for your training?
Probably later.
But I don't know, Indy. It just was like
I was cruising for bits of it. I thought I'd finish stronger than I did. But I didn't finish very strong. Which is the first time like all year. So that's pretty gaming.
What do you think? Should we go quick?
What?
You've been going?
Yeah.
Huh? But yeah, pretty nice out there in the hills. And stuff like that. But yeah, mainly just felt pretty good after my 4-hour run, or 4.5-hour run yesterday. There's a few little niggles, but not too many. What was cool to recognise actually was like these like little electric shocks would come into my different parts of my muscle groups, my legs. And normally, maybe not normally, early in my career I would have been like, "Ooh, better stop and slow down." But I've come to learn that they just come and go. You just run through them. But my neck was sore.
Why do you think your neck was sore?
I don't know, 'cause I was probably trying to snuggle into India all night, but she wouldn't let me.
I would fucking love for you to snuggle into me, mate.
Yeah, but it's good now. I can just sit here and India's going to make me pancakes.
Am I?
Yeah, I'm going to eat them, and then she's going to do my dishes, and then I'm going to be a passenger this afternoon. And actually, what is cool about today is Manly play this afternoon, and one of the companies that I'm going to do some work for over in Western Australia, one of the ladies, her son is debuting for Manly, and Manly's my team, so I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm keen to watch the game. Up the Seagulls. Peace.